This is going to be a serious video that involves with my friend BlueFolf and the situation that has been going on for the past couple of weeks where it ended up in a disaster. Recently, my friend has made a response to the situation yesterday regarding herself and ValidLs. To give you guys an understanding of the situation before people get confused, ValidLs is a gimmick account that makes tweets of screenshotting people who are part of the LGBTQ plus community that has been struggling to even exist in society, and ValidLs takes the opportunity to take a screenshot of the person who is being oppressed and just basically pokes fun at them. As time flew by, ValidLs thought it was a great idea to mock BlueFolf specifically, and ValidLs hates her for the sake of being trans. ValidLs made fake screenshots poking at BlueFolf and falsely labeling her as a criminal or as a... It has also gotten to the point where his username was trending on Twitter and people wanted to receive justice from all this targeted harassment that ValidLs has been doing. So BlueFolf started a GoFundMe to gather enough money to sue ValidLs and was able to reach over $8,000 to start the lawsuit. Some of BlueFolf's mutuals were advising BlueFolf that this lawsuit is going to be very difficult since that some of them know a little bit of law and it's going to be hard to manage this lawsuit since BlueFolf is only one person, and they were hoping that she has a plan to do this lawsuit correctly. One of BlueFolf's followers, which is a tweet that ended up getting deleted, ValidLs made a response to one of BlueFolf's followers when they said that ValidLs is going to get sued, and ValidLs made a response saying 100% a scam. Why? One, he didn't even consider a contact lawyer beforehand. A big lol if he only listed to his friends online the case is even possible and the estimated cost, hence why. Two, he isn't even aware how much a defamation case would cost him, even if considering his chance at winning it. His so far of $7,000 is just a fraction of what be the total cost. And I don't think a kid who just lost his only income of dad's financial support is able to pay the lawyer long enough. 3. He set the GoFundMe donation goal to $1. Why? GoFundMe lets you withdraw as soon as a donation goal has been hit. So he'll use that to withdraw the money ASAP. He promised to refund all of it back to everyone, but not sure how that will happen now after it has been withdrawn. Big amount for the donators. Blue has only 3 options now. Refund all of it back, find a lawyer and actually use the money on that. 3, run away with the money and instead get fursuits, toys, and tickets to furry cons, but that would be fraud. I want you all to pay close attention to the time where it says 8:41 when he released that tweet. And before I continue with this situation I'm going to be talking about, I think that what BlueFolf did of doing a lawsuit is probably the bravest thing that she has ever done, because I know I don't even have like the guts or the bravery to even commit one. Okay, after being harassed specifically online just for the sake of existing. BlueFolf makes a tweet after 3 days of committing to the lawsuit where it says 12:29 a.m. May 16, 2023, with her tweet saying, "I'm not strong enough to handle the ValidLs lawsuit, so I'm canceling it. It's too much effing pressure and it wasn't a good idea. I'm sorry for letting y'all down. I only wanted justice to be served. Refunds should be issued within 3 to 5 days. PM me if you don't receive it." With the picture saying, "Request a refund for your donors." I know I'm going to get so much crap for this, but I just want it to be over. I can't handle it, so I'm locking my account for a bit. I was serious about this the whole time, but now with how big it's gotten, it's just become a disaster. I also would like to mention that in her alt account where I made a screenshot, which I'll link to the tweet in the description, where she feels as she has been letting people down way before she made this tweet. Right after she canceled the lawsuit, I really didn't even know how to express or say the words that are like the correct opinion to say of what she committed. And here's the thing, I don't know that much of law. This is something that I have never seen BlueFolf done before. Right after BlueFolf has canceled the lawsuit, ValidLs was trending on Twitter and they were clowning on BlueFolf. They were praising ValidLs for not being sued. And I also want to say this, I feel like BlueFolf's followers being mad at the lawsuit being canceled should have the right to be very, very upset, because I feel like BlueFolf needs to understand that even if you are closest friends to someone online, if they don't forgive you for what you did, you just have to accept that. No amount of persuading or convincing people that this is some wrongdoing that can be easily forgiven. It's not easily forgiven when it comes to a lawsuit. all right? And even so, that people forgive you. I also feel like these are people forgiving you just to not make BlueFolf feel bad. I don't have beef with BlueFolf, okay? I do think that she is a good person. It's just that I don't think that she has the mental mindset, if that makes sense, to handle situations that involves with friendships and with people that are upset at her and people who have part ways with her for doing something that they heavily disapprove. Now, I'm still friends with BlueFolf, don't get me wrong. It's just I can't put to words as to what to say after she canceled the lawsuit, and I felt a bit pressured to make this video, but I don't want people to get the wrong idea thinking that I'm siding with ValidLs. I'm not. I'm not siding with him. I'm siding with BlueFolf, okay? And even though she did do something scummy, in the realistic way to put this, it felt like she scammed hundreds, maybe over 1,000 people that have been part of this lawsuit. She makes a tweet saying that she loves everyone and she's going to post a video of the situation tomorrow. And this is her pinned tweet addressing the situation regarding her and ValidLs. In the video, she responded to the rumors and the situation, taking accountability for canceling the lawsuit of how much pressure it felt with her, and she also felt like she let everybody down with the continuation and just playing this lawsuit out. She also responded to the rumors of people claiming that she's using that money to buy stuff from furry cons, and as she stated in the video, only about half of the money that has been raised for the lawsuit has been refunded. She will continue to refund all of the people that have been part of this lawsuit to get their money back, rightfully so. She said that she wanted to gain justice towards the trans community. Since there was a lot of people that were affected by ValidLs, she thought that it would strengthen the case to make this lawsuit be convincing in order to get ValidLs back for being such a scumbag. She also mentioned that there was some people on Twitter saying that this is a trans L. She says that it's not a trans L. It's more of her L of taking this. She also says that she doesn't represent the trans community. She represents herself, and also feel like that's very important for her to say that, because if there's a person that represents a community or a group and they claim that this is how they represent a group or a community, it's going to get people the wrong idea thinking that this is how people act in public, online, and when they meet in person. She hopes that everything will be sorted out in a good manner and everybody will be refunded. She also says that this isn't going to be something that will reflect on her in the future, and hopefully that this will get resolved. I went into ValidLs' Twitter account to see if there's any other response being made from the situation regarding BlueFolf, and this person going by the name of World Class Valid says, Blue requested withdrawal of $4,000 coincidentally the weekend of a fur convention where he photographed himself partying in hotel pools. Now backers have to manually request refunds. Many won't bother to fill the form or no. This was a scam. I clipped the important bit. ValidLs also recently retweeted a piece of artwork that regards BlueFolf with the lawsuit against ValidLs, with the tweet saying, a completely trustworthy person. Hey, gender confused kid, want to donate to stop some rando on Twitter? It's only $7,000 and I know you're too retarded to look up what legal fees cost. Cute stolen credit card, ooh. Genuine question for BlueFolf or whoever runs for sodas. Why aren't you guys registered with the Secretary of State? How can you be a Atlanta-based business with FDA-approved products with zero licensing? I think your Patreon needs to be reported. Scam after scam, man. Now, in my defense, they don't really sell like actual sodas. It's more a can and the label is there for Sona to be put on the can, which is why that they have created for sodas. Ad reply GPT, BlueFolf. Wow, canceling a lawsuit because it's too much pressure? That's like canceling a marathon because you're out of breath after 1 mile. And here's a fan edit of Ronaldo walking out of the crowd to achieve his award with the screenshot of BlueFolf canceling the lawsuit and ValidLs walking out and basically achieving victory for not being part of the lawsuit anymore. He eventually responded when BlueFolf canceled the lawsuit, and one of his followers DM'd BlueFolf to ask questions as to why he canceled the lawsuit to get a better understanding for what's going on. He canceled the lawsuit, laughing face emoji. A follower of mine DM'd him and found out BlueFolf even thought about hiring a private investigator. Basically, he ran into suing me with no plan and realized $8,000 wouldn't get him both, if barely even either one. A private investigator and a lawyer for a defamation case. You encourage people to ask questions, so I'm confused if this question is something you're able to answer or you don't have an answer for. I'm so sorry. I just got this message now. They've been full the past few days. Who am I serving court papers to? Well, that's part of the attorney's job. They'll track down L's with a private investigator and other legal methods with an additional cost, of course. And I didn't set it so low so I could claim it all. I literally set it low because I didn't want to pressure people into donating. So just to clarify, you are going to hire a PI, private investigator, and a lawyer at the same time who are both going to charge you extremely high amounts of money. PIs charge per hour, and you want them to spend literal days on finding a Twitter user that you have no leads on. On the other hand, why would you ask for funding if you have people around you who are willing to financially help? Because they can't handle all of it. Neither can I. This isn't a scam or anything, dude, if you think it is. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to be posting regular updates and I'm going to a law firm tomorrow. So, you set the funding amount to $1, making it possible for you to claim the money at any time. You admit you know who you have to serve. You admit you are going to hire a PI, private investigator, on top of a lawyer. This is not mentioned on your GoFundMe at all, meaning the people who are giving you money do not know this. You have no way to prove you have a possible way to prove ValidLs information to a law firm. You have not answered the question about what you're going to do with the money. Should it not be enough? But this isn't a scam. She did say in her video that she's going to refund every person that has donated to the lawsuit in order to get their money back, rightfully so. Found this. Note that there is no confirmation yet whether this is real or not. We might have been correct. This is another careful situation. You also admitted to me in DMs that the lawsuit didn't exist and that you'd already started using the money. So yeah, there's that. In her video responding to the situation, she did say that she did not touch the money and she is not going to touch the money because it's a pretty scummy thing to do while she was planning this entire lawsuit to sue ValidLs. So I don't think she is going to touch the money as far as I know. That's going to be my entire response with the entire situation that involves with my friend BlueFolf, the lawsuit, ValidLs, the people who are upset of BlueFolf canceling the lawsuit, the amount of people that are making rumors, the people who are basically clowning on BlueFolf after canceling the lawsuit. And I do understand that this is a pretty big thing for BlueFolf to do. And I really don't know what words to put with this lawsuit except to give my thoughts and response to it. And even though she has done something that a majority of people do not agree with, I still do hope that she is okay and she has moved on from this situation.